In this video, I'm going to talk about how to design a modern and attractive looking website. For the speed, if you want to speed it up, slow it down, just come to this little gear over here. You can listen to it slower, you can speed it up depending on the pace. So for the assignment this week, you are reading a bunch of articles about modern, attractive looking websites, and you're going to go and pick a website of interest to you, and you're going to kind of go through and do a little bit of an analysis for it. So I'm going to take some of the stuff that you read about and some of the stuff that I have in my article, and I'm just going to talk quickly about it just to kind of show you how I would go about doing this assignment. So I pulled up a few websites to kind of help me do the analysis. Anytime I need to find a website that doesn't look that great, I generally just Google engineering websites, and you can find a lot of websites that don't look that great, and that's essentially what I did over here. No association with any of these websites, so I apologize if anybody works for these companies. Please let me know if you do so I can apologize, because I'm gonna kind of go through and talk about what's wrong with some of these, and then I found a decent looking engineering site over here. So first things first, from the article, we kind of talked about having a nice hero image at the top of it. It's kind of going to be the first thing that we're talking about. So you can see how much cleaner and nicer this site looks by having kind of an attractive image over here. You can see on this site, you know, kind of a small 1/4 of a hero image over there, and this site, which is about 10 years old, I'm kind of cheating with this one, just has just a really super old style. Doesn't look that great. So and I have my fourth site over here. Let me zoom in a little bit with that. Big hero image at the top, decent, and it's going to get us to the second part of what we're going to be looking at for a nice modern looking website. And that is going to be the unique and large typography, which just always kind of helps to have the messaging of the firm stand out. So we can see in the two nice examples over here, big fonts we can go over, and we can know within just a few seconds what the actual website is about. If we come over here, we kind of have to read through the page to kind of see anything, and we don't really find anything from this one. So the next thing that we want to take a look at with our websites is there a clear call to action on these websites? We'll start with the easier one, the Fort Collins gym. So over here, we can see that they want you to come in and just try it for 1 week. You're going to know whether you like it or not, and you can kind of sign up. So it's a very clear call to action. Call to action is usually just a button that you can kind of click. And if we scroll throughout this website, we're going to find the call to actions kind of put in throughout the website, which is pretty good. This site over here, call to actions in here, but it looks like it's more careers than anything. We can kind of see that they're trying to get people to sign up. So this might be more of an informational website to kind of recruit engineers, would probably be my guess. I don't know anything about this website. And then if you look at our two other examples over here, there isn't really an action on the site that the website visitor is being guided to. You can do some more exploration, but if somebody on here is trying to hire them for a service, there's just not really anywhere for you to take an action on this site rather than just exploring with it. And then obviously same thing over here. You can take a look through some stuff, but just no actions you can take pretty much anywhere. The next thing that we're going to talk about is what's called white space or negative space. So with the white space, the way that we kind of showed it in the article is you have to let elements of your website have a little room to breathe, and it should be kind of lined up over here. So if we come over to this old website here, you can just see all this awkward space. So when we're talking about white space, we're not talking about having too much white on your website. We're just talking about things not lining up. So we got 3 images down here, all different sizes, which kind of creates this little, looping thing over here. A triple level menu just kind of gives us all this awkward space over here. And same thing with the barbecue over here. So if this is my website, I'm gonna double or triple the size of these fonts over here. Maybe put an image down here, write a little bit more just to get all of this kind of filled out. Because white space is going to be a pretty huge issue trying to make a website look good or not. So if we come over to our good example over here, everything's lined up. If anything, I might try to get all of these to be 6 lines or 4 lines, take away a little bit here. I like that to line up, but not a huge issue. Everything else is lining up pretty good. No awkward spaces anywhere. Same thing here. A couple design elements kind of going diagonal, but everything's lining up for the most part. And even in this site here, which is not too bad on the white space issue, but it's pretty compact. But over here we just got one little blob of information in the middle, and one pretty big thing to mention is that we talked about in the article that I wrote about having keeping your text short. When website visitors come to a website, they don't want to read big, huge chunks of text. So let's go over back to this one. You come here and it's just this big block. People are willing to put less and less time into finding information from a website as the years go on. So, and I can even show you how this search engine journal kind of writes when they're putting stuff in. So this is a website about ranking in search engines, so they should be fairly decent at writing. So if we come over here, the longest paragraph you're going to find is going to be about 2 sentences, but for the most part, we're just getting 1 sentence paragraphs throughout this. We're also getting big bolded texts and headings and subheadings. And what that does is it makes it easier for people to navigate and find the information that they are looking for. So all those things that I just mentioned, looking over the website as I kind of scroll through, are going to be kind of the main visual elements. There's a few other things if I'm going to be evaluating a website that I'm going to kind of look through. I'm going to go through those real quickly, just kind of showing you how I do it, and then you can try to mimic that when you go through and you evaluate your website for the assignment this week. First thing I'm going to do is just some site speed scans. We'll just come over here and copy URL and throw this in here. Then we're going to throw right over into that one. Once these finally give us the data, it's going to takes about 15 to 30 seconds. It's going to start to give us a little bit of information. So even though this was the better looking of the couple engineering websites, there's obviously some performance issues over here. It's giving it a 2.5 second largest contentful paint, which is the point at which content shows up for the first time, essentially, on the website. It takes about 2.5 seconds before anything shows up. Google, for the most part, wants a site to completely load in less than 3 seconds. The longer it takes your website to load, the less chance Google is going to serve it in the search engine results. Google does not want to serve websites to people that are loading slowly or that do not provide good information. In order for Google to be the #1 search engine, it needs to provide relevant results, and those results have to load fast. And something like this is going to really affect the company with it showing up in the search engine. One quick fix here. I think what we're going to find with this is they're going to have too many big images. They didn't optimize their images when they uploaded them. So if we come over here, you can see the exact images that they have. It's just a really huge image, and this one should be kind of reduced down, either losslessly compressed or just have the dimensions reduced. You take all that away, you're going to save probably 2, 3, 4, 5 megabytes just by doing that alone. And then it's always got a bunch of stuff over here. I think it's a document object modeling, document object model tree. I don't know a lot about this, but this is going to be kind of a programming issue. The good thing with GT metrics is you can come over and always click on it and kind of see how you can fix these issues that it does find over here. The second place that we're going to is going to be the page speed insights. So same thing over here, pretty similar, 3-second LCP. And let's go, this is going to be on the desktop. The nice thing about this is it gives you the desktop and the mobile. So you can see on the mobile, it's taking it a lot longer to kind of start to show content. So the GT metrics and the Google page speed insights are just two quick scans that I can usually run when I'm just trying to figure out pretty quickly how well this website is made. So the next thing I'd be looking at when I'm trying to evaluate the website quality is I'd just come over here, right click on a site and go to view page source. What I'm going to look at up in the code, if you took my SEO class, this is going to probably make a little bit more sense to you. But I just want to come over here and check out some of the metadata and see if they're inputting metadata. First of all of this up here, the title, there should be a description. This is telling Google how you want the website to show up in the search engines. So if this website is triggered on a keyword, this is what we should see in the actual Google search results. So the other thing I would be looking at is I'm going to be looking for Google Tag Manager or Analytics. And I can find that down here just to see if the person managing the website is doing any digital marketing at all for it. So we can see this is a little bit older code for Google Analytics, but they are using the Google Tag Manager, which is usually a pretty good sign that they had this professionally set up. We are going to be doing some Google Tag Manager configurations this semester, so you'll be seeing that a little bit later on. We can go, let's go back to this one and kind of see what they're doing over here. So we're looking at their metadata. No title, just the description over here. It's kind of short. It doesn't even have the name of who they are in it. It should say EcoCore up here because they want, if somebody's searching for EcoCore, you want that to be in your title and your description. We can see this over here. This keyword tag is super, super old. Back in the day, SEO specialists would use this tag to tell Google, hey, we think we should be ranking on this keyword here. Google hasn't looked at those in 15 years. And the last thing I'm going to talk about of things that I would kind of just do off the top of my head is I probably want to check out the responsiveness of a website. I'd say about 90% of websites these days are pretty good with the responsiveness. And it's just how the website shows up in the mobile format. So let's come over here. This one should be hopefully optimized, but let's find out. We're just going to click this inspect tool over here. And then I want to see what it looks like in mobile. So I'm clicking this little kind of computer mobile thing over here. And when I do that, I can kind of see what this would look like on a cell phone. And if I wanted to, I could pick, specifically which cell phone I wanted to see it on. And for the most part, it's optimized. I wouldn't put 4 pictures in a row. But besides that, everything else kind of lines up and looks like it should be readable. Let's come over here to the website we're picking on today, and let's inspect this. And over here we can see this site is not responsive at all. When it goes on the mobile browser, it's just kind of showing it, and you have to kind of scan over manually with that. So other things that could happen, we can check this one too. Other things that could happen, okay, this is kind of doing it here. You want a little bit of padding on all this. Everything is going to the screen, and this is going off the screen too, which isn't a good thing. So you would want to kind of put these into columns over there. But yeah, this site isn't responsive. I'd check this on a phone too. This little tool we're using here isn't 100% accurate, but I'd say it's probably 90% accurate. But we don't want images crammed and text crammed. You should just be able to scroll through just like it's a website, but a vertical website. So yeah, essentially, if somebody wants me to take a peek at their website, those are usually the first 4, 5, 6, 7 things that I kind of look at. And based on those things, I can kind of give you an overview of whether it's kind of a decent website, whether it's a modern looking website. So you're going to take everything that I just did, and I want you to find a website that you're associated with, or just pick a random one. It doesn't really matter. And I want you to kind of go through some of the tools that I just did. Take a couple screenshots. Use your little screenshot tool that I showed you. You can come over here and grab some screenshots, not of the website. Show me some of the tools and all that stuff, and shouldn't be too bad for you.